Hi everyone. So I just wanted to quickly come on here and talk to you all about what I experienced when I took the Berberine supplement. And as you see by the title, there is a plot twist at the end, which I will get into. Don't go looking at my channel videos yet, otherwise you'll totally give it away. Anyway, so I started taking Berberine last year. I found out about it because I was scrolling on TikTok. I had gained a lot of weight over the last winter and I was just frustrated really because I wasn't doing anything much different. I just gained a bunch of weight, like a significant amount. Yeah, my lifestyle, my diet, everything had pretty much stayed consistent, but my weight was going up. And I didn't have a scale at the time, but I mean, it was evident. My clothes just wasn't fitting the way they usually would. And I just didn't feel like my best self. I felt tired. I was just not having it really. I didn't enjoy it, and I didn't enjoy the way that it made me feel. Anyway, so long story short, I ended up somehow randomly, maybe I was eating better, maybe not, but I ended up going on vacation, and by the time I came back from vacation, like within a month's time after the vacation, I realized that I lost about 8 to 10 pounds. I was super happy. And while I was scrolling through TikTok, once again I came across this product that I had been seeing for some time, and the name of that was Berberine. Now, Berberine was marketed as this weight loss product, like a weight loss supplement. It's natural. It helps you with your insulin resistance. I thought at that point, okay, maybe I'm not losing the weight because I'm insulin resistant. Who knows? Like, I was just grasping at straws, really. So I decided to try it. I made an order on Amazon and I bought Berberine. I'll try to include a picture of the packet that I use, the product, the particular brand. I don't have it with me at the moment, so I can't physically show you it now, but I do have a picture of it. Now, honestly, there were some things I liked about it, and there were a couple of things I didn't like too much about it. So during that 3 months of taking Berberine, I was losing between 10 to 15 pounds each month. In total, if I were to sum up that period just before I started and the period up to like 2 weeks after I stopped taking Berberine, I lost close to 50 pounds or just around 50, right? I bought a scale by then, so I was weighing myself like every day. And every day I would see, or every couple of days or so, I would see a significant difference, and I felt amazing. My joints got a break because, you know, losing 10, 20, 30, 40 pounds, you would feel such a big difference on your joints. I felt less pains, joint pains, generally speaking. So yeah, that was good, and I was feeling really happy about the results. I told my family, I told some of my friends, I was really happy. Now, on the side of this though, I was still tired all the time, but we'll get into that in a second. So as it turns out, with Berberine, generally, it was just 1,000 milligram tablets. So I only took one of those a day. That was the directions on the packet. And they said, do not exceed use for 3 months. So I followed those instructions, right? I took one a day every day. By about the second week or so, I feel like it really kicked in full gear. I was not craving sweets anymore because I think I had such a heavy, loud amount of food noise that I just couldn't get rid of. But taking Berberine did in fact curb that food noise that I was having. I didn't crave sweets, I didn't crave snacks and a lot of fast foods, and I was eating better portion sizes, so I wasn't overeating as I would, because it helps stop the cravings, you know. Food became this supplement, not like a reward, or I don't know, just some kind of comfort, you know. Now it was just food, you know. And not having that food noise was amazing. Now that I've stopped taking Berberine like almost 3 months now, I kind of am thinking, should I go back on Berberine again, just for a little, not as much and not as often, but maybe once a week or something, or twice a week, or maybe for 1 week, but only for 1 week, just so that I could stop that food noise, because the food noise is back and I'm really trying my best. But we'll see. We're getting to that plot twist. So as it turns out, I lost all that weight. Unfortunately though, taking berberine, I felt like I could taste the food just started tasting differently basically. Sometimes it was starting to taste weird. I really didn't like sugar and how the sugar tasted. So I stayed away from super sweet snacks and foods, and I was drinking a lot of water. Now the packet said drink a lot of water with these tablets, right? So I found myself drinking a lot of water. It made me really thirsty. So I was drinking a liter a day. Mind you, I was not a big water drinker. Then it turned to like 2 liters a day. Then I was drinking up to 3 liters. I would wake up in the middle of the night, drink water a few times a night. And of course, when you're drinking a lot of water, you go to the toilet a lot as well. So I found myself using the toilet often, drinking a lot of water, and that was my cycle. I religiously took berberine. And I was happy. Cut the food noise, but food was starting to taste a bit differently now. And I was getting over it. And to be honest, I was taking it for almost just under 3 months. So I thought, oh well, I might as well stop now. I don't think it's going to have any additional benefit. I've already cut the feeling of having these intense cravings. I'm not eating poorly anymore, and it just is what it is. So I stopped taking berberine. Well, about 2 weeks after I stopped, mind you, generally I hadn't been feeling my best in terms of like energy, I was really, really fatigued, and I was thinking, oh, it's probably just work, working shifts, working nights, that type of thing. I'm a radiographer. Well, it turns out that the next month, so 2 weeks after berberine, I got progressively worse. I'm not saying this is because of berberine by any means, because other people have taken it and they were fine. But as it turns out, the plot twist is the reason why I was losing all that weight, drinking all that water, and things started tasting funny was because I was falling really, really ill, and I ended up going into hospital, being in ICU, being diagnosed with a severe DKA, and being diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. It was my pancreas, y'all. That's why I gained a lot of weight, it seems, and that's why I suddenly lost all the weight when my body wasn't utilizing the glucose. It was just staying in my blood, and yeah, it ended up just starting to burn fat for fuel and creating byproducts called ketones, which are like acidic bodies, which built up in my blood, and it was a whole thing. Now, berberine is said to help burn the fat away and help your body uptake the thing. So technically it doesn't make sense that it would be the cause of berberine, and again, other people have used it. It is a natural plant from the berberis plant, so you would think that it will be fine. And again, if I look back at certain things, maybe I had some signs and symptoms in the past, but they were much milder, and I think I was just getting more and more tired and just like, but yeah, I had a crazy last few months. I'm okay now. I'm on insulin and all of that, but yeah. So that's my story of my experience with berberine, and unfortunately it did overlap with my illness and diagnosis, but take it as you will. That was my experience. Generally, I think it's good for helping cut those cravings. Unfortunately, now I'm in this weird limbo where I can't say that was the reason why I lost the weight, because I was probably, as according to the consultant, I was going to lose the weight anyway. And to be honest, I had lost that random 8 pounds before I started the berberine tablets. So who knows, who's to say? It's just one of those things. But yeah, thanks for watching this video. I hope it was interesting, and yeah, that's about it. See you all in the next one. Bye.